Do you know what's one frequent topic that I coach people about? Quitting their job. You might be feeling stuck, undervalued, or worse, just ready for change, or not quite where you think you belong. In this video, we explore how to quit loudly, not quietly. We look at how you can measure your current satisfaction and make your departure a decision that you own 100%. And there is a surprise along this journey that I will share with you if you stick around. So don't quit on me just yet. Hey, my name is Greg from Renew. I'm a master coach helping people, teams, and organizations to know themselves, design their future self, and become their future selves. Renew and I are here to help you live a life where you have control. Okay, let's understand first why people decide to leave in the first place. Should you quit your job on a sudden impulse or take your time? Both can be valid depending on your situation. A few years ago, my corporate job was getting more and more tedious. I liked many parts of it, like working with a large team, inspiring people, helping them develop, etc. But I was increasingly at odds with the broader corporation and where its values had drifted. After one very frustrating evening meeting with the headquarters, where I felt again stopped in my tracks, I almost quit the day after. Fortunately, my partner, Karen, walked me away from the cliff so I could work on my departure in a more intentional way. I'll tell you a bit more about this story later on in the video. First, here are some of the most common reasons why people decide it's time to move on. Lack of growth opportunities. Many people feel stuck in their roles with no clear path for advancement. If you've been in the same position for years without any promotions or new challenges, it's natural to start looking for jobs that offers better career progression. Next, there is one of my favorites, which is poor management or leadership. A bad boss can make even the best jobs unbearable. Whether it's micromanagement, lack of support, or just a toxic work environment, ineffective leadership is a major reason for people to quit. Inadequate compensation is another big one. Show me the money. If you feel underpaid for the work you do, or if your benefits package is lacking, it can lead to, disengagement, dissatisfaction. Work-life balance is crucial. Jobs that demand long hours, high stress, and provide little flexibility can lead to burnout. If your job is affecting your health and personal life, it might be time to consider moving on. Sometimes the reason is more personal. It can be a misalignment with company values that can make you feel disconnected and unmotivated. If you no longer believe in the company's mission or culture, staying can feel like betrayal to your own values. Other reasons might include lack of recognition, poor work environment, or simply seeking new challenges. Whatever your reasons, it's important to identify them clearly. This self-awareness is a first step towards making an informed decision. Now, ask yourself, which reasons resonate the most for you? Overall, I would say that no one should quit based on a bad day, except if we're talking about abusive environments. Living is a significant decision that impacts your career and personal life. So it's crucial to dig deep and understand what's driving your desire to live. Let's move on to the crucial step of measuring your job satisfaction. To make a thoughtful decision about quitting, you need to understand where you stand in various aspects of your job. We'll use a grid of analysis to help you evaluate your satisfaction comprehensively. First, let's divide our analysis into two main categories: extrinsic motivational aspects and intrinsic motivational aspects. This will help you see the full picture of your job satisfaction. Extrinsic motivational aspects include tangible factors that are often easier to quantify, such as salary, benefits, work environment, job security, etc. Intrinsic motivational aspects, on the other hand, focus on the psychological and emotional rewards of your job, like autonomy, relatedness, competence. Here are the key areas to evaluate when thinking about extrinsic motivational aspects. Put a rating of 1 to 10 for the following aspects, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. Salary. Are you satisfied with your pay? Does it reflect your skills, experience, and effort? Benefits. How do you rate your health insurance, your retirement plan, and any other perks? Work environment. Is your workplace comfortable, safe, and conducive to productivity? Job security. Do you feel secure in your position, or is there constant uncertainty? Now let's move on to intrinsic motivational aspect using the autonomy, relatedness, competence model, or ARC model. This model helps us understand our psychological needs at work. Same process, rate from 1 to 10 on the following factors. Autonomy. Do you have control over how you do your work? Are you able to make decisions independently? Are you offered the level of autonomy that challenges you just enough without overwhelming you? Relatedness. Do you feel connected to your colleagues? Is there a sense of camaraderie and support? Do you feel connected with the mission, vision of your team, your organization? Competence. Are you able to use your skills effectively? Do you feel challenged and capable in your role? Are you being recognized for your skills and their growth? There are a few other intrinsic factors to consider. Life purpose. Does your job go into the general direction of what you want to do with your life? If you're not sure about what your life purpose is, then you might want to check this out here. Alignment with values. Do the company's values align with your own? Do you believe in the mission and culture of your organization? Feel free to add anything else that you think should be part of the list and put a rating from 1 to 10. You might also want to weight each factor. If developing yourself is the most important, you might want to give it a factor of 2, multiplying your score by 2. Make sure to calculate the average for everything you've scored. It will give you one number to understand roughly where you are. If the average is under 5, that means active disengagement and few chances to stay in the job for long. 5 to 7.5 show that you're a bit engaged, but things need to change as this is not a great spot. 7.5 to 9 show that you're quite satisfied overall and there are a few dimensions that could be improved. Over 9, you're in job bliss, so stop watching this video and just go enjoy your work. I made it easy for you. See the Google Sheet link in the video to do your rating. Make sure to copy and paste the Google Sheet somewhere else so you can play with it as you wish. You like this video so far? Then you know what to do. Also, subscribe and put on the notifications if you want to receive content like this every week. And check out in the video description other links, internet links and YouTube links that talks about the same concept of living your job well. Let's look at what you can do based on your rating and how you can envision a better job. If you have a rating which is between 7.5 to 9, I would recommend to see what you can do to improve the few pain points that you have in your job. Quitting at this level of satisfaction has a significant risk to not end up in a much better place. So try to think about ways that you can improve by yourself or with help. Always start to ask yourself what you can change to make it better. This is what you can control, much easier than to go ask your boss to change it for you, particularly if you don't like your boss. If you have a rating between 5 and 7.5, that means fairly significant derailers. The question here is whether you believe some of those pain points can be drastically improved. Before you say no, give it a try. If then, after trying, you're convinced that nothing will change, try to think about leaving. If you have a rating which is below 5, there's honestly not that much hope. Time to envision what a better job looks like and leave this one. By clearly understanding what you want in your next role, you can transition smoothly and purposefully. First, take a moment to reflect on your current job satisfaction scores. We have talked about the pain points, so re-identify them. Make sure you have a clear list of the key pain points. Now, let's flip the script and imagine what an ideal job looks like for you. This exercise will help you define your must-haves and nice-to-haves in your next role. On a piece of paper or in this Google Sheet that we've created, create 2 columns, must-haves and nice-to-haves. Must-haves are non-negotiable elements that your next job must include for you to feel satisfied. Nice-to-haves are additional perks that would enhance your job satisfaction, but they're not a deal breaker. For example, if autonomy was a low score in your current job, a must-have might be ability to work independently and make decisions. If you rated salary as satisfactory but want to improve it, then a nice-to-have could be competitive salary with performance bonuses. Take your time with this exercise. Be specific and honest about what you need to thrive in your career. Here are a few more examples to get you started. Must-haves: clear path for career advancement, positive work-life balance, supportive and inclusive company culture, opportunities for continuous learning and development. Nice-to-haves: flexible working hours or remote work options, comprehensive health and wellness benefits, opportunities for international travel or relocation, innovative projects or technologies to work with. Once you've completed your list, compare them to your current job satisfaction scores. This comparison will help you see if your current role can be adjusted to meet your needs or if it's truly time to move on. Now let's go one step further. Close your eyes and visualize your ideal workday in this new job. Imagine your commute, your workspace, your interactions with colleagues, and the tasks you perform. How does it feel? What stands out to you? This visualization helps solidify what you're looking for and ensures you are seeking a job that aligns with your purpose, values, and goals. Think about the following questions as you visualize your ideal job. How do you start your day? What kind of projects are you working on? How do you interact with your team? What does your work environment look like? What does your work environment look like? How do you feel at the end of the day? Okay, it's time to leave, and that's a big step to take. When I took that step, it was after working nearly 20 years for the same organization. It was mentally very hard for me to come to terms with doing it. Comfort zone, fear of the unknown were potential blockers. I needed two things to make me do it. First, a reminder of why I wanted to live. And the key reason was that it was the only way I would get closer to my life purpose and my values, which was massively important to me. The second thing was to have a detailed plan about how to live, as I wanted to live well with my reputation and relationships maintained. I worked on a progressive plan that took me a year to execute, and it got me there. As a first step, think about your why and make it front and center in your mind. This is your compass, your true north. Now, for the planning. This involves preparing mentally and practically for the transition. Decide on a resignation date that gives you enough time to complete any outstanding projects and helps your employer transition smoothly. You might have to do your notice period or not. That is something to discuss and negotiate based on your contract and also what is best for you and the company. Next, think about the timing you need before you resign. You might want to get the last bonus in or make it coincide with the end of school year or any other reasons that make sense for you in your situation. Now it's time to write a professional resignation letter. Keep it concise and positive. There are tons of templates out there, or you can use an AI tool to support you for that. Once your letter is ready, it's time to prepare for the resignation meeting with your manager. This can be nerve-wracking, but being prepared will help you stay calm and professional. Here are some tips for the resignation meeting. Be direct and positive. Start by stating your intention to resign and your planned last day. Keep your tone positive and avoid negative comments about the company or your colleagues. Explain briefly. You can share your reasons for leaving, but keep it brief and focused on your career growth and personal goals. Offer to help with transition. Express your willingness to help train your replacement or wrap up ongoing projects. Up to a point. Stay professional. Even if your manager reacts poorly, remain calm and professional throughout the conversation. After the meeting, it's crucial to ensure a smooth transition. Here are some steps to take. For others and for you, finish ongoing project. Make sure any projects you are handling are either completed or handed over to someone else. Document your processes. Write down any important procedures or knowledge that your replacement might need. Organize your files. Clean up your workspace, both physical and digital, to make it easier for your successor. And communicate with colleagues. Let your team know about your departure and express your appreciation for their support. A farewell email is a good way to do this. Quitting a job properly is about maintaining professionalism and respect for you and others. It's a reflection of your character and can impact your future career opportunities and relationship with many people. As you move forward, whether staying in your current job and improving it or leaving it, keep in mind this memorable quote from Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. If you're looking for more guidance on career transitions, you might like some tips and strategies to help you maximize your career potential, which you can find right here.